I began identifying as transgender at age 11, started hormone replacement therapy at age 17, and by age 19, I had a double mastectomy. Next month, I will be 21 years old. When I heard that feelings of wrongness associated with being a girl had a name, it was very attractive to me that I felt very understood for the first time in my life. We hear a lot, would you rather have a dead daughter or a living son? And that was the sort of mindset that they were exposed to. We started going to a support group. In this group, they had a subgroup for transgender youth. There was also a nurse practitioner in the group whose child was transgender, and I ended up going to see him. Within my very first visit, he gave me a prescription for testosterone. I was on 11 different prescription medications, and all of these were maintained by the same nurse practitioner. My surgeon had given me a checklist of, here's everything you need, here's some recommendations of things to say. It was just sort of spoon-fed to me. Afterwards, I began to suffer major complications. We noticed the bruising almost right away, and despite sending photos to the physician line that we were given upon my discharge, we weren't taken seriously at all. I ended up going to the ER after being dismissed 3 times. That was pretty horrific. I spent 8 hours in the ER by myself. They had to cut my scars back open. They had to sew drains in. I remember they stuck a Q-tip in the hole that they cut open and had to sort of aggressively knock out the blood clots. I just remember being on 0 pain meds at the time. My surgeons didn't think it was that big of a deal, but at the same time, I knew that I had been gaslit. Like, this was not normal. I, as a 19-year-old, should not have been going through that. I mean, after that, I continued to live as a man for 6 months. I began medically detransitioning before that ideological detransition because the vaginal atrophy, the hormone fluctuations that were not just monthly, but weekly, were just too much for me. I'm not sure whether or not I'm fertile. The rate of complication for sex reassignment surgery is uncomfortably high. Sometimes the compassionate response is one which sets firm boundaries. You need to be able to discern between enabling and helping. That you giving me access to certain drugs, that you just giving me referrals to whomever I asked for didn't actually help me heal. It affirmed me in my delusion